success story na when the Firefox DC simulator this is success story
Thank you. So I'll be studying from Mozilla Bangladesh. Selection.
That's it.
Understand or
It's
okay, thank you. So we have assessed most of the don't working things, but we want to show one achievement that after localizing the Firefox web browser, we joined with an organization. They have been working for education development in Bangladesh, and they compiled a book for grade 9 and 10 as per the curriculum of the boards, the government curriculum. You know, the government curriculum every country must have. So that organization developed a book on computer, the very first exposure of students in our Bangladesh is grade 9 and 10. So prior to that, this book, there was another book, but that book had the other browser to teach them internet. But we approached that organization after localizing, and they agreed with us to have localized Firefox in this book. And this book called Madhyamik Computer Shikha. This is a 4-color book and have been given away for free to the students. So we could have achieved this to reach students with Firefox, Bengali Firefox. This is the peak of our achievement, and we believe last year this organization started to distribute this book. So we believe we are incubating a group of Firefox fan or Firefox users in the schools. They will be coming in the field in 2 or 3 years. So this is a great achievement for us after localization. Now I want to move on to the things about Mozilla community in Bangladesh. The first thing we assessed, we cannot retain our recruits. Individually or in the group, whatever or how many have we recruited, users, developers, whatever, we cannot retain them. And we assessed ourselves why we cannot retain them. We found and we thought that those who came to us, they couldn't find ourselves or our mission, not Mozilla. The way we explained, they couldn't find that challenging. The way we explained. We means not 3 of us, cumulative effort of all the people in Mozilla community in Bangladesh. And they didn't see their benefit of contributing or joining Mozilla. It have been not assumed. We got feedbacks from the recruiters. The thing is, we were not able to visualize the benefit to all of them, those who went away. Then we have a lack of communication. Not that the communication channel. There was communication channel, the mailing list, the social media, the best of it, and other things, but we couldn't develop a proper practice of follow-up, a consistency of follow-up. This might be a reason too. And when we recruit, we didn't have a prior plan to engage them on any project or sub-project. We just arrange events, we request to join us, and then we don't assign them to anywhere. If they themselves assign themselves, then it's okay, like, no, he assigned himself to sumo, Robin, he assigned himself to development. Thus these things are happening, but community didn't have a concrete plan, total plan, that after arranging an event or preaching Mozilla, we got recruiters. And those recruits, where they would go, we don't know. We didn't plan ever. So this might be the problem. That's why we lost potential recruits, and we lost potential WOMOS female recruits. We lost developers, potential developers. Those developers are renowned hackers in Bangladesh. They came to us, but we lost them. This is our first finding. Then we have, Mozilla Bangladesh have very less developer collaboration, too less. Everything we do advocacy, preaching. Wherever, whenever we go, we just do Mozilla Foundation, this and that. Mozilla do this and that. These are the products. Okay, here are the swaps. This kind of template. We are typed, almost all events are typed like this. So far only one developer is stuck with us, Robin, and we have only one web app, Firefox or weather app maybe. And we never arranged specifically developer-oriented event, specifically for the developers. We announced or we named events like hackathon, but there was no content for the developers. We named the events like hacking Mozilla or hacking Firefox, Mozilla Hacks, but we even didn't show them hacks.mozilla.org. We means some events might have done by him, some events might be led by him. So I'm talking about we. And personally, I have been inspiring students for the last 4 or 5 years to join GSOC, and I could manage to engage almost 10 students, and one of them continued 3 times, and last year he was a mentor. But when I brought GSOC to Mozilla community didn't thought what Mozilla had to do with GSOC. GSOC is a different thing, Mozilla is a different thing. So no one joined GSOC on Mozilla topics. And another thing, we have lack of developer mentors in our community. Everyone is general user. Everyone is almost localizing things and advocacy and preaching. But core developers were not in our community. Once I thought to invite developer from other community, but due to resource limitation, we couldn't invite. We might have asked the Mozilla to send us. Then yesterday I also told that Moz Cafe never worked. We arranged 4 Moz Cafes, but we never had any objective. We just arranged for arranging, and only we met. We never invited our friends, not even our cousins. Even someone I noticed, some of our community members joined Mo's Cafe, leaving his girlfriend outside of the cafe on a motorbike. This happened. Then, and all our activities, events, efforts are centralized to the capital city of Dhaka. Dhaka is our capital city. Everything we do it in Dhaka. We never went out of Dhaka. But Dhaka is not Bangladesh. We have more major cities like Chittagong, Khulna, Sylhet, Rajshahi, Rangpur, and every city and every district have IIT or universities. And there are potential users, developers, but we never, the community never stepped ahead to arrange outside of the city. Personally, once I tried and I went there, but it turned out and it proved to be a disaster. It backfired because where I went, they somehow realized that I am alone. I am not Mozilla Bangladesh. Where the university I went there, the head of the computer science department, whom I contacted, and he agreed to, okay, I'll arrange for you. When I went there, he directly asked me, you are alone, nobody is from Mozilla Bangladesh.
You are Mozilla Bangladesh.
Yes, I told them, but they found our community discussion in some forum that Mozilla Bangladesh, most of the member didn't want to have that event in that university.
Why?
Because they thought, why I am arranging outside of Dhaka, because at that time another event was scheduled in another university in Dhaka, so everybody was asking to arrange that. But I protested. I said, back to back we are arranging 3 events in Dhaka, so let us get in outside. So that was then, but I could manage things and they were happy with us. I could have preached, and after that event that things were okay. And we have students joined in our mailing list from that university. This is the worst thing we are suffering only in Dhaka, but we have potentiality outside of Dhaka. We need to go outside of Dhaka because in Bangladesh it's not big country. Geologically it's a small country. It's smaller, yes.
Well, I think many other people here can give you some advice. Of course, India community can give you some advice. But I think Philippines community and Indonesia community, they have had an active program to expand their evangelism outside of the capital city. So they have been using the REMO program to fund activities in second tier and even some third tier cities in their countries. And I think
That would be very good.
Jun Barun in Indonesia and Bob Reyes, they can give you advice. Viking can give you advice. There's some limitations around REMO, but if you plan ahead and put in the budget request, well in advance, many weeks in advance, you can receive funding for travel and hotel and transport and all the things that you would need for.
Yes. This is the lab. The event I organized in Khulna. I couldn't request budget long ago.
Yeah.
So I had to bear the cost from my pocket. So this is bad.
Yeah.
So we need to request 4 or 5 weeks prior to the event.
Yes, or even more. If you
Even more ago. And another thing, we don't have any remo from outside of Dhaka. All remos are from Dhaka. Everyone. This might be, I don't know.
That's a chicken and egg problem.
Maybe.
You know, if you go to Chittagong and do some promotion,
Then
you
someone
will
will,
get-
yes. So this is the thing. Mozilla community in Bangladesh for last 1 year and ahead, we plan our own events only. We don't sync with Mozilla or the council that like Firefox OS App Day. We put our effort for events. We might have done same things that happens in Firefox OS App Days scatteredly, but we didn't noticed or we didn't gave any importance to Firefox OS App Day. 3 or 4 people asked to organize. Robin asked to organize one. So next we want to arrange a Firefox OS App Day for the developers. And we have pretty much preoccupied ourselves with lots of other programs too. And another issue is that community member of Mozilla Bangladesh are also member in other communities, other active communities, more active communities. So somewhere, sometimes we found that overlaps events. It's that I couldn't find him, that he is going somewhere else. So these things happen. And another thing is that I'm feeling a very need and more of us feeling that it's very important that we don't have any collaboration with any community in Bangladesh. Like I want to mention few. We have a PHP expert community in Bangladesh with 5,000 members, active members. And even Rasmus is a member in that community and he is active. He replies once in a month in their mailing list. But we never collaborated with them.
So what's stopping you from doing a presentation at the next meeting?
It's stopping, yes. Thing is that I'm a member too in PHP expert communities, and when they organize the event, I am a part of the organizing committee. But when I talk to the Mozilla guys, they feel this is PHP expert event. Why? What we can do there?
It's very obvious. I mean, your PHP is the web. We are the web.
The thing is that since I am from that community too, so I don't want to force the Mozilla community to come and have a talk or things.
I mean, I don't think you have to force, but if nobody else wants to do that, then maybe you can do it yourself. But if, you know, maybe if you and just a few others are interested, then you can do it. And if there's a good experience, you can report back and say, the meeting went very well, more people are interested in hearing about future features in Firefox, and you know, maybe you can...
The basis gave PHP expert a booth for free and a workshop slot for free.
Yeah, but that's because
They are big
they have a big community.
community. And we have another community like open source networks. Open source networks is something that have been created throughout the country in all universities. Because it has been done by the Prime Minister's office. Under the Prime Minister's office Digital Bangladesh activity, a person, he tried to create open source network in all the universities in Bangladesh. So the first thing of knowing of open source, everybody knows about open source. We don't have to explain what is open source. It will be easy to penetrate in the universities. But they also have 2,435 members. Then we have Nixers, the biggest Linux community with 8,000 members. Then we have other Linux distro-based community, Linux Bangladesh, and another one very much similar or very much same philosophy with us is HTML, CSS and JavaScript group of Bangladesh.
Yeah.
4,000 plus member.
Wow.
They also get free things in basis. But we need to collaborate with them. Even once they arranged HTML5 awareness program and they contacted one of our community members. But that community members tried single-handed to do things and he failed and didn't inform all of us. So it went bad. The thing was never happened. Later he informed us that HTML group asked but we couldn't arrange. The thing is that whenever we are doing things alone, not sharing with each other. Whenever any opportunity comes or anybody gets the opportunity to know things, he is trying.
So how do we think that we can improve those communications? Because
If it's my personal opinion and two, three and other people try to tell the upper superior body of Remo and Mozilla that if you request or impose any policy that you people have to discuss among you.
yes,
Please, whatever you do, you are free to take initiative, but inform others through the mailing list. Don't just open an event in the Reps portal. Don't just file a bug. Okay, file a bug. Along with that, give a mail to the mailing list, or at least tell others.
That should be a policy procedure.
so for example,
When
I
you
can
are
see
asking
one-
for
one
swags,
example.
asking for budgets,
So I have as a reviewer of budget, one common question that we ask is say like, if a rep is requesting a budget request and hosting an event, first question they ask is, who are the other regional community members attending this event? Do they know that this event is happening? So they.
No, but I mean, I think more than that, I think it should be a remote policy that any event in a regional community should be, that is being planned, should be published in advance to the regional community mailing list by the organizer.
Change, for example, for the localization, so if I file a bug against Sinhala, it will automatically copy it to other localizers for the particular
Yes.
So we can do the same thing for the remotes.
Yeah,
If
we
if
have some
someone
discussion on the
select a
regional
country,
committee.
so it will.
If someone fills a bug for a budget or swag, we should make a group that they will automatically notify that I have filled
Yeah,
a
it's
bug.
mean whatever the he
You
should
remember
select the
we
country and
discussed.
the everyone
One thing-
should get it.
Please continue.
I have one suggestion on that. I mean, I'm not blocking anything, right? So, it is probably possible, technically, so that if someone from Bangladesh posts a budget request or swag request or even planning on Bugzilla, it's possible. So the Bangladesh community mailing list will be sent a mail from Bugzilla that this event request has been filed. And this is, I mean, I'm just.
yes,
just
if it is
follow-
technically possible, that is
Also,
very good.
another possibility is she can create alias email ID, say like Bangladesh, team@bangladesh.org, something. So you can CC that in the bug. So that can be an alias to all the people within the community.
Bangladesh already had the mailing list, so they can. That can
So if you CC that mailing list, that will do.
We can have
Yeah.
it in Reps portal. Even the swag request or budget request. The problem is addressing that we have this event going on. Even if swag or budget request has not been made, if someone from Bangladesh is creating an event, if the location of the event is Bangladesh or the rep is from Bangladesh, then all the people who is from Bangladesh might receive a mail.
That's the thing, because
In Reps portal.
if you're trying to, if you're stating that he needs to CC it explicitly, then that makes no sense, because if he would have done that, he would have previously contacted them as well, contacted the mailing list itself as well. So he's not doing that preemptively. So we need to do that automatically.
Yeah. In Reps
So
portal.
that's why whenever someone files registers an event in Reps portal or files a budget request in the Bugzilla, it can be automated to send a mail to that mailing list of
Yeah.
that hosting community, each community name.
Very good idea.
Also, another thing we discussed as part of the Indian community meetup was it's like geographically it's spread out in a huge way, right? So it was difficult to track events, what are the events happening. So we are planning to use the calendar. So if someone is creating an event, rep or non-rep, so it should be added to the Mozilla India calendar. So maybe you can also look for the ways to integrate calendar into the Mozilla Bangladesh portal. So that way, if a new event is created, so people who are subscribed to the mailing list automatically, who are subscribed to that calendar gets a notification that there is going to be an event in next 1 week. There is going to be an event in this place at this time.
Yes, actually we need this because things happen like this. Event have been announced, event have been publicized to others through social mailing list, but no information in the mailing list. And then when we set afterwards the event, we were discussing, I was asking why we are not arranging a Firefox OS app day. The event owner of that event said, yes, we have arranged Firefox OS